my kitchen. Today I'm going to be cooking japchae, which is a Korean noodle dish. I got obsessed watching this old period film Korean drama. They are so cinematically produced. I love it. And then, you know what? You have to wait for the 16th or 17th episode before this lovey-dovey couple actually kiss. Seriously, and how can you not wait until that part? Anyways, back to what I was talking about. I'm going to make japchae, which is a very healthy Korean dish. I actually have not made it myself. I've eaten it a good number of times whenever I go to a Korean restaurant, but this time I'm going to make it. And then I guess I won't be eating outside anymore after this. Oh well, that's what it's all about. All right, so before I get started, I'm going to warm up my electric oil core 11-inch skillet. My favorite tool in my kitchen, because this one comes in 3 layers of metal, which makes heating it up fast. And in between these 3 layers of metal, stainless steel outside, aluminum inside, and titanium on the surface where your food touches, where there is no chemical reaction, in between these layers is mineral oil. And that's the beauty of it. You can cook without using oil. And if you must, you can with just very, very little, like spray. That's what we call a nutritious, healthy way of cooking. I got my system because I wanted to be healthy. I wanted to live longer and live better. So I can live long, but if my bones are gonna ache, that's not gonna do me any good. I actually want to live a good, healthy life. Like my mom, who's 89. She doesn't have any pain. I probably have more pain than she does. So I gotta keep up with her. All right, so I got this digital probe program to 450 degrees. Okay, let me just find it. So 450 degrees, because what I'm gonna do is I am going to scramble my eggs, which is going to be used later on in the dish. It is the topping, but because I want to be efficient, I want everything that I can cook now in the cookware ahead of the actual japchae noodle, so that I don't have to keep using multiple appliances. I don't have time for that. So I'm just going to heat this up while the electric oil core system is warming up. We're gonna get it sorted out. All right. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for this to heat up, which is gonna take about 5 minutes, right? I wanna talk to you about the Saladmaster food processor. This is an amazing tool that, as we always tell everybody that we talked about Saladmaster, every kitchen should have. It is one of the most useful tools to have. It makes working in the kitchen so efficient because it's so easy to clean. Plus with this, you can actually do multiple stuff, which I'm gonna show you right about now. Okay, so I am going to use 2 cones today, which is the number 1, the grater, and the French fryer. It comes with 5 cones, right? You can slice, you can do, you know, those potato chips, what do you call it, ruffles? Well, we call it a waffler because it creates a wave. So, you know, when you're creating your salads or your, what do you call it, potato chips, right? Be creative so your kids don't get bored. All right, so we're gonna start with the grater. I don't know about you guys, but normally when we prepare our garlic, you know, we smash it, we peel it, and then we chop it. So that's already 3 steps of work for you, right? Well, with the Saladmaster food processor on a small cone, I'm gonna be using, putting my garlic with a peel, and I'm just going to let the machine do the job for me. There we go. So that I can spend more time entertaining versus cleaning up. It's really such a cool machine because by grinding it, it sorta, kinda separates the peel for you easily. Okay? So there we have it. Okay, here's my kitchen towel. So that's the garlic that we use to grind to make our life easy. See? Now you just have the body left. And whatever garlic you have left over there, is you can just quickly pull it out. I don't like to waste these things because my mom always says there's so many people starving all over the world, so be mindful. So so this is my garlic. And I'm just gonna put my garlic here on my chopping board so that when I get this sorted out, we're organized. Okay, the next cone that I'm going to use, so as you can see, it's as simple as rotating the handle and installing it. And we're gonna put zucchini on my japchae because I like the vegetables, right? So, and I'm using the French fryer. So look at how fun this is, seriously. Probably didn't take me more than a minute to get it done. That's our French fryer. Check that out. Okay. And then I'm gonna set this aside so that I have more room. And then I'm also going to use the carrots or the cone to cut my carrots. There we go, not wasting anything. So down to the last bit. So if any of my friends who live near me are hungry, well, you better come to my house because I've got japchae. All right, next we are going to slice the mushroom. Maybe I'm going to use the slicer here just so that I can demonstrate to you guys how it works. Besides, it's fun. It's fun to use this machine. All right, let me get a bowl here and put this under. All right, so we've got the button mushroom, and there is this receptacle here. I can put this one here and just, look at this, slice away. Okay, there's shiitake mushroom. I like this one because it's chewy. So, if you want it chunky, if you want it tiny, you can just put a little pressure. If you want it chunky, you know, you can ease up on the pressure. But either way, it does the job. And you can also put it out here if you want. It's designed to be safe on your fingers. It doesn't only do the job fast, but make sure that you don't get cut. See, I can even scoop it this way because there is no blade inside, and that's how you get everything out of there. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna check if the pan is ready, and to find out if it is ready to be used for cooking, we're just gonna get water and drop and see if it starts creating that bead. And now that we've got that beads of water rolling, that is deemed to be ready. And I am just going to put a very light spray of, I'm going to reduce the heat because I don't want to burn my eggs. I just bumped up the heat to prepare it, to preheat it. But with our Saladmaster cooker system, we actually use medium heat. There is no need for us to crank it to cook the food because the 3 layers of metal just expedite the heating process. Preheat it at 450 degrees for maybe about 3 to 5 minutes. And then you reduce your heat. I'm going to spray it with a little oil, and then I am going to put my egg, and we're just gonna let it cook. Once it's cooked, we're gonna set it aside because this is gonna be used for topping, and then we are going to be cooking our japchae. Okay, look at this. Look at that pretty eggs scrambling away. Smells so good. Okay. Set that aside. And then you're just gonna fold it over because we're gonna be cutting this into strips, okay? That's part of the look of the japchae noodle. Okay, dokey. The eggs are cooked. So now we're back in our pan. That's about the only time that I'm gonna be using oil because, as I said, we really don't need it anymore. So I've got beef here and I am going to lay my beef here and quickly just saute the pieces. And while that is sauteing, I'm just going to finely chop the little pieces of garlic that did not get cooked quite in my food processor. Okay. And we're just going to slightly cook the outer. You don't want to overcook your beef because you don't want it to get tough. Just make sure. Okay, so while that beef is frying on the side, I am now going to drop my garlic. It smells good. So we've got the beef that's slightly fried. And then we've got the garlic over here. Now this is a Saladmaster way of cooking. We don't use a lot of sauteing. You can if you want to, right? But we want to make it efficient and fast. So this I am estimating to cook in about 8 minutes. That's gonna be so cool. So now I have the onions. Put it there. And then I am going to put my veggies. Dump everything there. I'm going to put my mushrooms. This is craziness. Okay. And I am going to just quickly, you know what? I'm not even gonna toss it because the Saladmaster way is just putting everything in just one shot. Okay. Now my noodle has already been pre-soaked, so that's gonna make it faster to cook. And I'm not putting water in this one because we want to use all the moisture of the vegetables to do the cooking for us. So I'm going to put this one here. Okay, let's move this just a tad closer. Okay, so we have this one here. And then I am going to put soy sauce. This is what they use for flavor. And I'll give you the rundown on the ingredients in the comments. All right, so we've got soy sauce there. And then we are going to sprinkle some black pepper. And we are going to put sugar because japchae has a sweetness to it. So maybe like so. Okay. And we're going to put it there because the vapor is going to do the job for us. All right, and we're going to put some oyster sauce. Okay, now look at this. This is crazy, right? I'm just dumping everything on top. I can feed freaking army with this one. All right. And the rest of the ingredients I am going to put later on, towards the end. So you want to make sure that you are clearing the seal, because that's the one that's going to keep all the flavors inside. That's going to keep the steam inside to cook the veggies in 8 minutes. All right. Voila. Alrighty. Okay. So I'm going to set it on timer for 8 minutes. And then we're going to check it after, because you're going to hear this one go up and down once it's reached that boiling point. So our japchae is cooking nicely in our pot, and we're about 4 minutes away from completing the cooking process. If you hear this, that's what we call our vapor valve. That's the brain of the cookware system. Once you hear it clicking like that, it means that it has reached 186 degrees, which is just a few levels below boiling point. We don't use high heat the way we cook our food on the system, because we want to make sure that we still keep the nutrient value of the food. So once you have that, it's medium, click low. And what you want to do is reduce the heat to low and just leave it for 10 minutes and it will do the job for you. And then it's going to be over before you know it. Alrighty, here we go. Check this out. It is looking fabuloso. All right, the remainder of it, I am going to put the spinach, because that is what makes this food have another layer of healthy, good stuff. And then, of course, the scallions. Okay, right about there. And then I am going to top this with sesame oil, like so, right? And then I'm gonna close the lid again and just cook it for about 3 more minutes to complete the cooking process of the spinach and the scallions. It's crazy. 8 minutes. I talk more than I actually cook, but that's what Saladmaster cookware system is all about. It is so fast. It prevents, it really will save you a lot of time staying in the kitchen, because once you put it all together, you only open it once, at the very most twice. You preheat it to high heat just to get the pan ready, and then you reduce it to medium. You cook your food. Once you hear the clicking sound of the vapor valve, you reduce it to low. Let it sit for 10 or 20 minutes, depending on what food you're cooking, right? And then it's done. Over. Kaput. So we're going to give it a few, and then we're going to toss it, and then we're going to save it, and then I'm going to taste it. And if I have to adjust any of the flavors, I definitely will do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to put this away. Be right back. Okay, and I am back, and my leftover soy sauce here, I am just going to put a little sugar just in case I have to adjust the taste. And of course, the final sprinkling, which is the roasted sesame seed. That's the one that's going to give it the oomph. Super exciting. Okay, let's taste it. Nom 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 nom. All right. 1 minute away, and we are almost at the finish line. I'm so excited because it's the first time I've cooked it. Can't wait to see how this is gonna turn out. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and the 1 minute is done. Check that out. Look at that gorgeousness. I am going to turn the machine off because obviously I don't want to burn it. I am just going to get some of the juices here and taste it. Oh my God. I don't even have to put this. Seriously. Ah, it is so good. All right. So check this out. I'm going to toss it now. Oh, madre mia. How gorgeous is this dish? Oh man, look at that. If you guys are going to go to a potluck barbecue, this is one of the best meals to prepare because it is so easy. I kid you not, it is just beautiful. Look at that. The vegetables are so vibrant. The flavor, minimal salt. All right, and then I'm going to sprinkle it with my scrambled egg, like so. Okay, I'm gonna put this away, keep everything clean, and then I am going to sprinkle my roasted sesame. It's still sealed. Look at that. And then a little dash more of sesame oil to give it that gorgeous, beautiful taste. And there is our japchae. How cool is that? All right, I will be back later. I am just gonna take a few pictures of it because you know me, I am a photographer before anything else. I'm gonna take a picture of this and then I am gonna serve myself and taste it and I will show you how good it is. Be right back. Alrighty, I am back in the kitchen and I am going to serve myself some japchae so I can tell you guys how this one tastes because I sure can promise you that it smells so good. Okay, so here we go. Probably should be using my right hand to twirl this one. And then we're gonna put some veggies, some eggs, some topping, and some spinach because I love spinach. Voila. Here. Okay, let's try this. Texture of the noodle, put some veggie. I'm at a loss for words. If I was one of the ladies of the court on the Korean drama and I'm ready to serve this to the king, you would hear me say, Jonah! Jonah! Your food is served. It is so freaking good, guys. I encourage you to try it, cook it. It is so non-fussy at all. It is so easy to cook. It is delicious and the noodle is just to die for. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Watch out for the next dish, whatever comes in my mind. As I tell you, this cooking show is all about non-rehearsed, whatever I do in the kitchen, but to show you why I love my Saladmaster cookware so much. If you guys want me to cook dinner for you guys, no obligation. I just want to show you how this system works, right? And you get a free dinner on me. These 5 course. Make it a date day. You're not even gonna clean up after. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you. It's Anna Banana again. I look forward to seeing you guys next time I do another cooking show. I'll see you on YouTube.